Yeah, they all wanted to be a budding Bruce Lee, didn't they?
Sure.
Well, according to Lacey, he reckons if...
Who's this? Lacey?
Vince Lacey.
Vince Lacey?
And
his brother David as well.
Yeah, well, he said to me, and he said if Bruce Lee had have lived, he would have had to come back to traditional Wing Chun or traditional martial arts. He said, because that's where it all is. And Dana was telling me William Cheung said the same to him. Sooner or later he had to come back to the, you know, he said he'd done everything. He copied Muhammad Ali with his dancing around. He'd done kicks from Taekwondo and all the rest of it. He said, but sooner or later he had to come back to, you know, the core of it all. That was the opinion. Of course, he didn't live, so we don't know whether he would have or not. But sort of in that letter you showed me about from William Cheung, he rather suggested that was going to happen, didn't he? They were going to work a sort of a really top-class Wing Chun. That's the expression you got, wasn't it, from that letter? Thousand blossoms bloom and 100 philosophies compete or something like that, wasn't it? I think the Chum Kill form's a very good form, but I think it's been downgraded to, you know, something like the dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. I do. I saw, you know, some of it I can't see how they get any really workable techniques out of them, you know. And so. But I like the Chum Kill there. I think it's just as important as the Bill G form, actually, because most of the elements are there. Bill D form, yeah. It's not that much difference. Not a hell of a lot in it, really. A bit of sneaky stuff, I know, but you might arrive to there when you did the Bill G or not, you might arrive at the same conclusion.
Certainly. So a lot of the things you train in the Bill G, you already touch on doing other parts of
a lot of it's dummy, isn't it? Dummy sets.
Sure, certainly.
Yeah. About the only thing this can change a bit. Well, I think it's mainly a source of techniques and ideas rather than, you know, the wooden dummy's not a human being, you know. That's what it amounts to. You've got to make quite a bit of adjustment, you know. You can bash that dummy around much as like, but it's not going to bash you back, you know. And there's constraints on the dummy that stops you from, so you've got to bring it out. And, you know, you've got to break all those moves down and work out techniques. With the dummy, there's that many techniques, you don't need them all anyway. Yeah, I think it's a training apparatus. It's developed a mystique of its own, you know.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly.
I'm not great for the weapons. I did the dragon pole because of the build your upper body strength, and it gives you that ging, or like that springy energy that you really need in Wing Chun. You know, you don't want to be really relaxed and you don't want to be tense, but it gives you that
So you found that the pole training really gave you that?
Yes, I think it has, yes.
What did you like about the training with the pole?
Well, it's a good exercise. You know, you do a half an hour of the dragon pole, you don't hard work. I got a Potts fracture.
A what, sorry?
A Potts fracture.
What's a Potts fracture?
On the bottom of your ankle, there's two bits like that, and they get fractured there. It's a Potts fracture.
Right, and how did that occur?
Well, I was training. This was Marco actually, and I was only fooling. I was fooling around actually.
Marco was one of the instructors at one stage?
Yeah, at the time. Anyway, he swept me, gave me a sweep, and down I went, bang.
You cracked your ankle.
Yeah, I looked down at my blooming ankles.
Turning them other way.
And Williams at the moment, he pulled the ankle back into shape. And so I went up, they took me up to St Vincent's up here, you know. And they said, oh, you'll have to have a pin it in. Then he came back with the x-ray and he said, no, this is all in line. So William pulled it right back in the line.
So William healed, did some bone setting and fixed it?
He put it in the line, yeah, because I still had to heal, you know. So I had to walk around on the plaster for quite a while, you know. And I thought, well, I've got to come back. I can't let that beat me, you know. So I waited a while and I came back. Well, there's two things about martial arts that always worried me when I first started. Does it really work in a realistic situation? Does it work? And it did for me. And the next one is, if I got a serious injury, would I be able to come back? And I was able to come back. So it answered two important questions for me.
Is that because it wasn't, the system didn't depend on deep stances and
deep
jumping around a while?
Jumping around, yeah.